Hello everybody, welcome back to the KotLC Fanbase. My name is Austin and today we have a KotLC Rip It or Ship It, and this time it's going to be updated after reading unlocked. So if you've never watched a Rip It or Ship It video before, we've had I think 2 or 3 previous Rip It Ship It videos on our channel in the past. So if you don't know, what we do is we have a little cup right here and have a bunch of random characters in here, and I'm just gonna pick out 2 random characters. I'm gonna either rip it, which means I don't want that ship to happen, or I'm gonna ship it, which means that I like this ship. So we're gonna go through all of the characters and see what crazy ships that we're gonna get and see if I like them or not. So the characters that I have inside the cup is Sophie, Keith, Fitz, Biana, Dex, Stina, Morella, Maraca, Lynn, Tam, Jency, Valen, Wiley, Glimmer, and Amy. Those are all of the characters that I have inside the cup. There's going to be so many crazy combinations, so many random ships, so I'm super excited to get in this video. And I'm also adding a twist where there's an odd number of characters so that one person at the end is going to be single and lonely. So we're going to see who that character is. But before we get into the Rip It or Ship It video, make sure to drop a like if you guys like Rip It or Ship It videos, and also comment down below what are your ships. I would love to know. Make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. We know that about 70% of you guys that are watching are not subscribed, so if you guys could consider subscribing to the channel. We are so close to 6,000 subscribers. We would love to get to 6,000 subscribers before February, so if you guys could help us out with that goal, that would be amazing. Let's jump straight into the video. So as you guys know, there are 15 characters in here. I'm gonna jump straight into the first. I'm gonna randomize this up and I'm just gonna pick 2. Alright, so the first character I got was Jency, and I'm gonna pick in the second one now. The next one I got was Biana. This is gonna be a crazy ship, so let me think about if I rip it or ship it, and I'll come back to you guys. You know what? This is such a hard one for me because honestly, I kind of am leaning towards shipping them, but I'm also kind of leaning towards ripping them. This one's a really difficult one. I'm honestly gonna say rip it, and I'm gonna rip this one too because honestly, if you think about it, Biana only has 2 main ships, which are Dex and Tam. In Unlocked, we also have another thing that Fitz was hinting that Biana had a crush towards Tam. So I just don't think there's any room for Jency to be with Biana. So that's definitely gonna be a rip for me. Let's get on to the next 2 characters. Alright, I've got the cup. I'm picking my next character, which will be Dex. That's gonna be a good one. Alright, the next character is Glimmer. Dex and Glimmer. That is a crazy ship that I've never heard about. Alright, so after thinking about if Glimmer and Dex would be a good ship, I honestly kind of think it would because Dex is kind of lonely in his life as well as Glimmer. They're both kind of on the outside of things, and honestly I think they would be a good couple because I think Glimmer and Dex both have gone through troubles in their life. I mean, Dex just learned that one of his siblings is talentless, and you know, Glimmer has been in the never seen. She's had troubles through her life. I'm gonna say ship it. So that's the first ship of this video, Glimmer and Dex. I mean, that's a crazy ship. I've never heard of it before, but I think I agree. So let's get on to the next one. All right, so now I'm going to get my second name. So I'm gonna shuffle it up a little bit. I think I didn't do this last time, but yeah, we have 1 ship and 1 rip so far. So first name of this one is going to be Valen. That is going to be a super interesting one. And the next character I picked is Amy. Definitely another crazy ship like Dex and Glimmer. After thinking about it, Amy and Valen, that's definitely a really bad ship because I know that Sophie really didn't like Valen, and I think that Amy would just dislike Valen even more. I mean, Amy wouldn't really like someone that Sophie doesn't like, so definitely not. Definitely Amy and Valen are definitely a rip, so I'm just gonna go ahead and rip those up. No. So that's now 2 rips and 1 ship. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, so there's 9 characters left. We have had a rip at the start with Biana and Jency, then we had a ship with Glimmer and Dex, and then we just had a rip with Sophie and Amy. So we have 9 characters left. Let's get into it. So I'm shuffling up a little bit. First character of this round, Fitz. That's an interesting one. And the next one is Morella. Fitz and Morella. This is actually going to be a super interesting one. Although Fitz and Morella is probably a really interesting ship, I just don't see it because you know how Fitz, his 2 main ships are, you know, Sophie and Fitz and then Lynn and Fitz. And in the last book, I think that he's still, you know, hurt by Sophie's decision to break up with him. He's still hurt by their breakup. So I don't think I would ship anybody with Fitz. And then Morella, I just don't see her being interested in Fitz at all. You know, Fitz is probably still hung up on Sophie, and just Morella has no interest in Fitz. That's what I think for this ship. So this is definitely another rip. So 2 rips in a row, and now we're up to a total of 3 rips and then 1 ship. So I hope the next one will be good. So that's 8 characters gone by. Let's get into the next 7. So I'm going to shuffle it up. I have 7 characters left. There's a lot of more interesting characters in here. So I'm going to shuffle it up and then pick 2 more names. First pick is Maraca. So this is going to be definitely an interesting one because Maraca doesn't have any ships. All right, in my next pick, I got Wiley. So that's an automatic rip because if you didn't know, Morocco and Wiley are actually cousins, so that's really unfortunate that I had to, you know, do another rip because, you know, I wanted to give the love today, and I only gave the love to one ship, and there's only 5 more characters left, so there's not that many characters left. So I hope that I can actually give some love out today. But yeah, that's unfortunate that I got them together because I thought there would be more interesting ships if they were, you know, not paired, but they're cousins, so there's definitely a rip. Let's get on to the next one. Alright, so as I said earlier, there's 5 more in this cup, so I'm gonna just shuffle it up. And for my first character, I get Tam. Okay. For my second pick, I got Stina. Oh my goodness, Stina and Tam. I've never thought about this ship ever. Alright, so Tam and Stina is a very interesting ship, and honestly, I'm going to ship it. And yes, that's right, I'm going to ship somebody with Stina, but honestly, we know that Tam likes brunettes. Stina's a brunette. I don't see anything wrong with it, and also their personalities, I think they match. I mean, Stina used to be like a mean person, but now she's changed. You know, Tam is kind of like sensitive and like doesn't trust that many people, but I feel like Stina could be a person that Tam trusts more and more as Stina gets more aligned with, you know, the Black Swan group. But Tam definitely probably would like Stina because of the brunette thing. That's probably my only fact I'm, you know, basing it on, because, you know, Stina isn't in the book that much. Tam really isn't in the book that much, but kind of works out for me. That's the second ship of the day. There are 3 characters left. Let's get into it. All right, so this is the last 3 characters, so there's gonna be 1 more possible match and 1 odd person out who, you know, doesn't get a match. So let's get straight into it. Let's shuffle it up. Our first character is Keith. So that's our first character, and we have 2 more characters, and if you did elimination, there's actually Sophie and Lynn is left, so we have 50-50, so Keith or Keith and Lynn. But yeah, let's see what we get here. And we have Sophie. So, and I don't even have to think about this. Keith and Sophie are definitely a match. I mean, you know that Sophie and Keith is the primary ship in this whole series. And after Unlocked, it shows that these 2 characters have a very special connection between each other. I mean, seeing Keith's perspective shows us, like, you know, he actually says in his head that he likes Sophie, and he was kind of excited that they broke up. And, you know, you can kind of see signs that he really does like Sophie. I definitely think in book 9, we're gonna definitely see Sophie reading the letter and maybe even going after Keith or trying to find him or trying to just talk to him. The last ship of this video going to be a ship. But yeah, so now we have 1 more person in here, and it is actually Lynn. Yeah, Lynn is the lonely person out, and I mean, she has a lot of ships in this book series. Fitz, Wiley, Morella, there's a lot of ships that Lynn is, so even if she got picked in the cup, she would have probably gotten somebody. But yeah, that's our lonely person out. So as an overview, so for the rips, we had Morocco and Wiley, we had Jency and Biana, Fitz and Morella, and then Amy and Valen. For the ships, we had Sophie and Keith, which was pretty cool. Glimmer and Dex, which is a very interesting ship. I guess I just ship it because, you know, it's really interesting. And then also Stina and Tam. It's 2 interesting ships that I shipped in this video. I mean, I've never thought of these ships, but it actually worked out for me. So yeah, and then obviously the one left out was Lynn. But yeah, that is all of the characters in this video. Let's jump straight into the outro. Alright everyone, that was the end of the Rip It or Ship It video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. If we get to 250 likes, I will do another version of this, maybe by doing, you know, Councillor version or a KotLC adults version, or maybe like goblins and ogres. I could definitely think of something. Also, comment down below, do you guys agree with the ones that I shipped and the ones that I ripped? Do you guys agree with me, or would you guys change something up? Like, would you guys ship one of the couples that I ripped? So tell me in the comments down below. I would love to see what you guys thought about, you know, these different character combinations. Also, make sure to subscribe down below. It would help us out super much because we are so close to 6,000 subscribers. If you guys could consider subscribing, it would help us out a lot. Also, if you guys are interested in KotLC merch, go to the link at bit.ly/KotLC Fanbase merch, where you guys can check out super cool merch, which we have different ships like SoKeef, SoFitz, and then we have some just funny things like Iggy. So we have so many cool designs that you guys could put on, you know, hoodies, shirts, mugs, anything that you guys want. So go to that link or just click the link in the description. Also, make sure to share this video with your other friends who have read KotLC. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.